So today is the day that we pick up the Tesla. This is the day we've been waiting for over a year. Super excited. If I look dead today, that's probably because I am. Been sick for the past few days, and of course didn't get much sleep last night because Tesla pickup day. Who can sleep when you have a brand new car to pick up? So we'll hit the road now and let's go get this car. Okay guys, so now we're on our way to Tesla Miranda. That's where I'm picking up my Tesla for. Usually, everyone in Sydney picks it up from Alexandria, but Miranda and Alexandria are pretty much the same distance from us, so from where I live. So might as well go to Miranda. It's a bit easier to get to, less tolls. I'm guessing it'll be less busy. We'll get there, we'll do our checks. I'm not sure what the process is exactly. I think we'll meet the person. From some of the other videos I've seen, we need to meet the person at the counter, and they'll kind of check through our documents and then take us through our car. I've been told that we have one service representative who's going to be amongst like three other people who are getting their deliveries today. So he'll be helping, or she'll be helping us, with any questions that we have with the cars or any defects. Hopefully don't pick up any defects. So I've got a list of things that we need to check. So we'll get there, we'll check all the things. Hopefully everything's okay. I was told that we have 24 hours or 50 kilometers to pick up any defects when we get home. And 50 kilometers is a pretty small distance, because that's probably how far I'll drive as we come back. So we need to make sure that we do all the checks there properly. We'll have about, I think, 30 minutes. So yeah, on our way to Tesla Miranda. Woo! Alright guys, we have arrived to pick up our Tesla. There seems to be a huge amount of cars here. I don't even know where to park. We've just parked it somewhere random, so I don't know if I'm pretty sure it's not going to be okay to park it here. Oh wow, they're getting all the cars ready in there. So at this stage we went into the dealership and met a service rep at the front desk and let them know that I had my delivery today. We completed a few steps through the app. We had to wait about 15 minutes while they finished off their preparation steps for the car on their end. In the meantime, we just kicked back in the aircon on a 40-degree day here in Sydney until the car was ready. Once it was, we were led by one of the super friendly staff to my car. And boom, here it is in all of its glory. We took some photos with the car. Here's me super excited. It was a proper surreal moment, and to be honest, it felt like I was just test driving another car. The Tesla rep then helped me set up the phone key and get comfortable with all the car settings. She took me through all the main controls like using the AC, headlights and so on, and she was super patient and didn't rush me at all. 10 out of 10 experience. Okay guys, so we're going through just having a walk around the car. I've got my checklist here, just making sure we check off everything. We have found like one small issue, so we'll just show that to the representatives. So the only issues really are just one small defect in this area here.
So what is wrong with that?
So it looks to be looks like this stuff is underneath the paint. So can't seem to rub that off. So we'll get them to have a look at that. And the only other issue as well is like there's some light small marks on the bonnet. So get them to have a look at that. Yeah, it doesn't look to be any other issues. I'll just flag that with them. And then interior stuff will be interior stuff, so shouldn't be a problem there. Windscreen, no issues on the windscreen. Doesn't look to be any chips or anything. So I'll do one final look around and then I'll get them to take a look. Otherwise looks good, and I'll check the interior at a later time. What's really cool as well actually is that they have a ticket from the boat that it came on, the Viking Pasama. That's really cool. Alright, we'll go grab them and then we'll let them know. The guys at Miranda were more than happy to fix the issues on site, and while they did, we went off to a local bakery. Alright guys, we are all fully set and recording. I believe that's still recording at the back. So we've just had a few paint defect issues, so gotten those fixed. I'll talk more about it as we drive off, but let's now have a little drive off. I think the mirrors are okay. The mirrors are okay, so we're just gonna get a shot of me driving off. Alright, bismillah. Alright, here we go. With all my issues fixed and us starving, we headed to a local Viet restaurant for lunch. Now, I've been pretty obsessed with pho, and like a fool, I still ordered it on a 40-degree day. And here's the part when I realized why most YouTubers use a lav mic when recording car videos. The camera that I used to film myself was directly in the path of the aircon vent, and so it sounds like I'm in the middle of a tornado. I think I was describing before, so I'll describe the problem. And the GoPro view that you see in this clip isn't much better. Also pretty keen to see like the dash cam footage. So instead, I'll be narrating the rest of the journey. But before I get to a more detailed breakdown of how the delivery experience was and what you should look out for when you have your own, here are some thoughts I had from the drive where the audio was somewhat usable. We've got to turn right here, turn the maps off. But as I was saying before, it's an absolute scorched day. It's actually 41 degrees today. It's bloody hot. And I can feel the heat coming in through the windows actually. I need to get these tinted. But the roof is actually doing really well. So there have been some recent conversations around the roof on the Model 3 and how it lets in a lot more heat compared to like the BYD, for example, the BYD Seal. Oh, looks like we're not turning right here. Okay, going straight. Okay, there's another new Model 3. It looks really nice, the white one. Maybe I should get my maps on. I didn't see them turn right. It should be okay. Yeah, so the heat through the roof is actually very minimal. I can't feel anything on my head. Like my head's pretty cold to the touch. The aircon's doing a pretty good job. Although, as I was saying, my arm's actually starting to burn. So I really need to get these windows tinted. And that's another video I'm looking forward to. Like looking into ceramic window tint. I don't know much about window tint. It's been a long time since I looked into window tinting. So it sounds like there's a few new technologies out there. So it'd be good to suss out what tints the best for a Model 3, and also to find the best place to actually get Tesla tinted, because I'm kind of worried about all the electronics. Is when they go to do tinting, it's obviously like they spray on water and then they have to squeegee that water out, and I don't know if it goes inside the actual door and if it goes into the actual door with where the electronics are. But so far so good. The aircon, and this is something that I picked up with the when I was test driving this as well. I have a kind of hard time like controlling the aircon. Right now it's set to auto. Fan, I guess it's low, like it's grayed out. But sometimes it just like blasts, like max blast randomly. But it's fairly cool. I might actually turn this down a little more. And yeah, when I'm going to turn it down, you might be able to hear now, like it really kicks up the fan. So honestly, this is just trying to cool it down to that temperature as quickly as possible. Or if it's, I don't know, just when I want to go to lower temperature, it just means that the fans are higher. Alright, anyway, how was the overall delivery day experience? In short, it was excellent. Everything went super smoothly despite the issues that I picked up, which I'll speak about in more detail in a bit. Miranda is a great pickup location because it's a less popular site. One downside to this though is that it's a quite small location, and with it being 40 degrees, it was super hard to check the car in the heat outdoors, which I had to do since the time I could spend inside the warehouse with the car was limited due to them having to push out more deliveries. I believe Alexandria is all undercover in a huge warehouse, and for that reason alone, I would recommend going to Alexandria, so you have more time to check over your car without being at the mercy of the weather conditions on the day. Now the issues that I had were mainly with the paint. There was a small section where there looked to be some contaminant like dirt stuck underneath the paint. It's hard to see in this clip, but it was definitely there. It is pretty minor, but being a brand new car and me being a pedantic person by nature, it was something I had to get fixed. I would highly recommend that you guys spend some time thoroughly checking the car inside and out. I didn't check inside properly, and I think there are some minor issues with the leather on the door panel and pillar, which I'll go through in a separate video. But it's hard to say what the cause is now since I didn't pick it up on delivery day. At this point in the journey, after making a few comments about the comfort of the car, which is very good, I was headed to Liverpool Service, New South Wales, where I was going to pick up my custom plates. Getting the custom plates is a simple process. You need to take off the existing plates, which were actually quite hard to remove from the Tesla plate holders. You then need to bring in the confirmation email printed out, you hand in your old plates, pay your annual fee, and you get your new plates. All that's left then is to install said new plates. Here's the before, and here's the after. So what are my first impressions of the car? It's excellent. The car rides and handles well, it's super quiet like all the reviews have said, it's got solid build quality, and the facelift is a nice step up from the outgoing generation that helps the Model 3 to stay relevant in an increasingly competitive EV space by being even more of a complete package than ever before.